Smart contract is a code that is executed deterministically with blockchain transactions and modifies blockchain database state. It uses all mechanisms of blockchain immutability and verification. Smart contract state is saved in a separate table, but is linked to a transaction when it is executed. Because of nature of blockchain, smart contract has some limitations. Smart contract cannot be changed. Once deployed, it stays permanently recorded in the blockchain with its code. It uses only a limited set of functions and is executed in an isolated environment. Smart contract execution is limited by time and memory. Its state is also immutable and permanently stored in the blockchain database. So it is important that before actual deploy, smart contract is thoroughly tested and checked for all cases and situations. Smart contract is written as any other PHP code with some specific requirements. It must start with a PHP class named smart contract, which extends smart contract base. If there is a need to have a different class name, then that class name can be explicitly defined with constant sc_class. Smart contract, as any other PHP class, has class properties, fields, and methods. Functions. Fields are variables that can hold state which is stored in a database. In order to identify fields, they must be public and annotated as smart contract var simple basic r, which holds simple value. It is stored as string and can have maximum length of 1000 characters. Smart contract map complex variable that holds map of value or array. It implements array access and countable interface. This map is stored in a database with its key and value. Key cannot be null, and value is string with max length of 1000 characters. To store smart contract on the blockchain, it must be deployed. For deployment, smart contract must have defined the address to which will be deployed. Deploy can be called with deploy amount and deploy parameters. Deploy amount is amount that is transferred with deploy transaction from wallet to smart contract address. Deploy parameters are fixed parameters which are passed to the deploy function and can set the initial state of fields. With deploy transaction, following steps are performed. Smart contract is created in smart contracts table. Deploy function is invoked. State is stored to the database. Deployed smart contract can be executed through its interface by calling executable functions annotated with smart contract transact. This function is executed with a special blockchain transaction and can change the state of smart contract. Executable functions are called with execution amount and execution parameters. These parameters are stored in the transaction message and signed with the sender private key. Execution amount is the amount that will be transferred from the address who calls the function to the smart contract address. For execution of function, executor will pay execution fee. That fee goes to the master node winner of the block. There are two types of executable functions depending on direction. Exec type is a function which transfers execution amount from executor to smart contract address. In this case, the executor signs transaction and pays a fee. Send type is a function which transfers an amount from smart contract to some other address. In this case, smart contract wallet signs transaction and pays a fee. Functions annotated with smart contract fee are view functions. These functions do not modify smart contract state. Hence, they are executed without transaction and do not require fees. They can be executed from any address to any smart contract with some parameters. They return some value which can be then processed later. Each smart contract field, simple or map, can be read with special calls named getters. Smart contract interface contains information about public readable fields and their types. This function does not require transaction and can be called through API, util, or web interface. There are two types of getters based on type of field which they are queried. For reading simple values, this function is called with the name of the field and returns its value. For reading map fields, in order to reduce response, there are some restrictions. Function must be called with name and key parameters. Name is the name of a map where data is stored, and key is key in that map. Especially if a function is called without a key, it will return the count of elements in the map. Smart contract code is created from one file, or list files. These files are then compiled to FAR and encoded to store in blockchain with deploy transaction. Smart contract expose interface, which is used to describe it public fields and methods. Then its functions and views can be executed or called from API, wallet or CLI utils. In that way, end user can interact with smart contract. There are enormous use cases for smart contract. It will be on community to build back different applications based on smart contracts. Combination of smart contracts with decentralized apps is symbiosis that can make blockchain technology fully decentralized. In order to write and test smart contracts before actual deployment, smart contract virtual engine is developed in web integrated development environment, ATHES. This side allows users to write smart contract code and interact with it. All code is executed and kept in memory session without any impact on server and blockchain, but on the other side, it implements all functionality which any real smart contract will have. You can try it right now on our website. Thank you for watching and interesting in this project. Join our Discord community and stay updated about new exciting development.